Yo, yo, what up, y'all? It's your boy Gary Spencer. How's everybody doing? I want to talk. I want to make this video on talking about my top five games on the Neo Geo. And first game. I want to talk first. My number one game on there. I meant to pick it, but I picked the wrong one. Was King of Fighters 2001. King of Fighters, like in general, it reminds me of Street Fighter in so many ways. But you could definitely tell the game itself is definitely old school, like back in the arcades and the Neo Geo stuff. But the King of Fighters 2001, I liked it. I think graphics was a little better, and it's been a while since I played it though. It might have had it was probably like the same amount of fighters on there, but the graphics was and gameplays was looked really good on there. So like King of Fighters 2001. That's one. My second one is Metal Slug. Now Metal Slug is that game. It's probably like one of the best gun games on there on the Neo Geo itself. I like the action, I like the gameplay and the movements and the graphics, and then you get a lot of good weapons on there, and especially like when you get the bazookas and you shoot the soldiers, they start screaming like girls like ah 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 ah. They scream just like girls in that game. Like when I first played that game and I heard that, I'm like, what? I'm like, these guys scream like girls and they supposed to be soldiers, man. They lost their clothes or something. Like they lost their clothes and their undergarments or something. Man, I was cracking up when I first played that game and I heard that. I'm like, wow. And that scream too not only sounded like girls, but sounded like the girls in one of them old cartoon, like those cartoon shows or whatnot that we used to watch. But hilarious though. But that game, Metal Slug, is definitely a game you want to play. And now number three is Super Troopers. Super Troopers is another good gun game on the Neo Geo itself, and probably was one of the best shooting games in the arcades on the arcade when it was on the arcade machine with the Neo Geo. I was impressed with it. Impressed with the movement, the shooting, and the graphics, and yeah, it reminded me of so much. It probably reminded me like a bunch of a lot of games tell you the truth though. But definitely like one of those fun shoot 'em games. Really, I can't say run and shoot 'em because you don't run, you walk. But the shooting on there was good. Like good weapons. Like I said, graphics is and gameplay was on point. They did a good job on there. But the best part for defense to get out the way quicker, can't run. I mean, you could run a little bit, but you could roll out the way. So like they kind of have like a little they kind of like have like a little professional wise kick to it. You know what I mean? Like in a way, like if you're into those types of games, and you have a good defense in these games, your defenses roll out the way. So kind of like a professional shooter would do, like in the movies and shows and whatnot, to avoid getting hit, to avoid getting shot or getting hit. But I like that. Super Troopers is definitely one of the best games on there, and I happen to like it myself. So yeah, number four is Ninja Masters. Now Ninja Masters was another good fighting game on there. Um, I said kind of similar to King of Fighters, and a lot of good fighters on there, and graphics and gameplay was pretty good. And I find it to be a pretty good game itself. It's definitely a game you would want to play and want to try out. I think you guys will like it. I mean, it's not too hard, not too easy, but yeah, I was doing good in it. Then I lost. I forget who I lost to though, but I was on fire. I was on fire with that game last Saturday in the stream. For those of you guys that was there, and for those of you guys who wasn't there, but yeah, I was doing good. Then I lost to somebody. But then back to King of Fighters though, man. When that King of Fighters game that I was playing though, man, that boss was like stupid ridiculous, man. Like it's like they cheat on the last one though. That's the thing of King of Fighters. You guys got to look out for like the one like King of Fighters 2000 though. That boss was freaking ridiculous. But but back to Ninja Masters. Ninja Masters is definitely a good fighting game itself. So try that out. So that was number 4. The last one, number 5, is Ghost Pilots. Now, Ghost Pilot is definitely a good game, a good airplane shooting game. It reminds me so much of, like I said, and you guys, seen me playing it last Saturday on my stream, and you guys heard me say it, but it reminds me so much of Crossfire on the Sega Genesis. Why? Because basically you're shooting other airplanes. You come across the big bosses that are in the bigger planes, and then some of the planes also, when they come at you real fast, they crash into you, and like all the other stuff that's shooting at you. Yeah, it's just like Crossfire. And another difference between, like I said, the only difference between Ghost Pilots and Crossfire was Crossfire, you're in a helicopter. Then when you do a chopper level, then you wind up being on the ground and shooting the enemies on foot, like running and shooting them on foot on the ground, and then until you complete that part, then you get back in the helicopter and go back up, and you go back up in the sky and take out the rest of the airplanes. But that's not the case with Ghost Pilots. Ghost Pilot, you're in the airplane shooting other airplanes like all day, like basically throughout the whole game. Look from what it looks like, and like I said, it comes across the big bosses and the big planes, and another, like I said, good shooting, like graphics and gameplay is definitely on point with that. I like it, especially with the big and also similarities to that in Crossfire is like, for the big shots, like you could shoot with bombs. For the big shots, you could shoot with bombs or machine guns or different types of big guns. But you gotta kind of watch and be careful. Don't use them all, because you can use them all if you're not saving them and collecting them. But I like to save some of the big weapons for the bosses. That goes for like any gun game really, especially when it comes to like the shoot 'em up games that I like, which is like Time Crisis 3 and all of that. But Ghost Pilots is definitely a good game though. So that is definitely one of the best games on the Neo Geo. I'm impressed with it, and play it, y'all. But anyway, that's all I have for you guys. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. So y'all know what to do. Leave y'all's comments and thoughts down below. Click that thumbs up. This your boy Garrett Spencer. You guys take it easy, and I'll see you guys next time. And remember, y'all, once a gamer, always a gamer. Keep on gaming, y'all.